Hi student, this is my one of the fifth videos in YouTube. The topic of my lecture is today uh, Second Coming, the most famous poem by anthologized poem by W.B. Yeats. এই সময়ের জন্য খুব একটা relevant because the situation, what we are facing right now, it's a very tense situation. We don't know where we are heading towards. So we must know something years before the starting. Yeats, a great English poet, critic, dramatist, and of course a great political figure in Ireland. Basically, he is an Irish by birth, but he became popular in English literature after his famous works like drama, one-act play, and critical element. And apart from that, he is a great activist. He fought for the welfare of his country, and that is, he joined in the Irish literary movement. Of course, he was a key figure in Irish literary movement. With Lady Gregory, he established Abbey Theatre and Irish Renaissance. Of course, he is a key figure in Irish Renaissance. Now, Yeats, often we call him as an last romantic. This poem is something different. This poem was written in the year probably in 1916 or 17 and published in 20 in the Dial magazine. So the context of this poem again is very important. And if we examine the context, we definitely come to know the poem bears something, a very serious note. Second coming, the title suggests, of course, there is a first coming. Who is the figure? Whose coming is celebrated, or whose coming is being described in this poem? Of course, the second coming of Jesus. In our Indian mythology, Indian culture, there in Bhagavad Gita there is a saying or sloka, that is yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharatam. That means when there will be chaos, when there will be disorder and other inhuman things in this world, I will arrive to redeem the mankind. So here this second coming is predicted in Bible, St. Matthew's Gospel, St. Luke's Gospel, and they clearly predicted. What prediction? What kind of prediction? That God would arrive in this world as a raw beast. Why? Just to ruin or dispose the non-religious devilish element from the world. That is the prediction of Bible, and God would arrive here as a raw beast, and he will dominate, rather he will rule the world strictly, in a strict manner. Now, this poem is written, I told you, 1917 or 16 around. Just try to imagine the situation of then. 1917, there is a Russian revolution. 1914, First World War started and ended in 1918. There was Irish Revolution, again 1917. So what was the sum total? What was the consequence of those great events? In a word or in a sentence, we can say profuse bloodbath. First World War witnessed, as a human beings or human civilization witnessed huge loss of lives, loss of properties that led to fear psychosis of the people. They never experienced such apocalyptic vision before 1917 or the First World War. And this poem is also known as apocalyptic poem. What is apocalypse? Apocalypse means it portrays the doomsday. Doomsday means the end of the world, end of the human civilization. And God, there is a horrid picture, airy picture, that a man with a headless man borne by a white horse smeared with blood, he just brandishing his sword and coming through the battlefront. That is the apocalypse. There is a film made in Hollywood that is 2012. Apocalyptic means doomsday, the end of the day, Seseddin. So this poem is an apocalyptic poem in that sense. And Yeats typically explores his own thought, own belief in this poem. He experienced disorder in the human civilization. So he wrote this poem just to ventilate his agony. And this poem is consisting of 22 lines and written in free verse, iambic pentameter. There are a few Yeatsian terminology which is very important. We all know that romantic poets, they are very fond of Hellenic element. Hellenic elements means which are related with ancient Greek, and you know that John Keats is very much fond of the Hellenic element. So there you can, in this poem, there you can find some sort of Hellenic element. This poem inspired a lot. In Bengali literature, there is Jibanananda Das. He also wrote a poem. অদ্ভুত অন্ধকার ঘনিয়ে এসেছে পৃথিবীর বুকে, যারা চোখে দেখে কম তাদের সুপরামর্শ ছাড়া, like that. So Jibanananda Das inspired from this poem. And what is the theme? Theme clearly says or deals with the vision of apocalypse, the doomsday. Why does the poet think so? In the first segment, he clearly said, yes, the reason is people center cannot hold. And center cannot hold, this is a key features of modernism. Before the First World War, people believed that human lives is supreme. But now they are thinking, after First World War, they are now thinking, yes, human lives are mere, just like a transitory existence. Ephemeral. Human existence is ephemeral, short-living. Within a moment, thousands of lives was being bombarded, and thousands of lives butchered in the tunnel of the war. So, if people follow a morality, ethics of humanity, they couldn't have butchered people like cattle. So, center means the ethics of human civilization. Centrality means like that. So, the beginning is like, we are on the verge of a new order of the world. This is my first part. This is an introduction to the sailing to Byzantium, and the second part I will just discuss the poem line by line. Thank you.